Hey everybody, it's Attorney Ashley Goggins with your 12 days of free game. Again, it's Attorney Ashley Goggins. I am here in Florida, so all information will be based on Florida, the state of Florida. If you know anyone that needs this information or this could be helpful, please go ahead and share this out. If you find value in it, please share it out, like it, give me your feedback. Ask any questions down below. If you would like for me to discuss any topics during the next 12 days, I will be here live. I will post them on Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube. So be sure to be following me and turning on your notifications. So before we get started, I am going to share this out. Please let me know if you are watching the replay. So I'm going to go to my Facebook and get this shared out. All right. Let's see. Okay. I hope you guys are having a happy holiday. All right. Let's see. Okay, got this shared out. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So the 12 days of free game, it's going to basically be 12 days of me sharing tips from the start of a case all the way to the end of a case. And by case, I mean any type of child support, time sharing, mainly custody case, and our divorce case. So I'm going to be talking very general, but I would like to start off, and I thought no better way to start off the 12 days with Christmas without the tip of telling you you don't know what you don't know. And this is very important because when I'm talking to potential clients, I find that they are telling me what somebody told them, or they're asking me questions based on knowledge and information about what somebody else went through in their case. So if you are served, if you are thinking about opening a case, if you receive documentation from the Department of Revenue, if you were served with divorce paperwork, the first thing you want to do is seek counsel. You want to hire a lawyer and or have a consultation with a lawyer. The number one reason is you don't know what you don't know. How are you going to navigate proceedings if you don't know the deadlines that are required, if you don't know your rights, if you don't know your obligations in a case, whether you are starting the case or if you are the respondent in a case, meaning that you were served and you didn't start the case. So it is very important that you, either as the petitioner, the party that starts the case, or as the respondent, the party that has to respond, to reach out to a lawyer and seek legal advice. You do not need to listen to your friends, your family members, your coworkers who went through a case, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, anybody that has went through the process, because your facts and circumstances may be different from their facts and circumstances. And it costs a lot, okay? It costs way more than a retainer in a case where you mess up because you are following the outline and the process that somebody else took, okay? I'll give you an example of why it's important, and I'm going to use child support for example of hiring a lawyer and going through the process with a lawyer. So my client, I had 2 child support cases this month, and in those cases, both parties were served with child support upward modifications. That means that the opposing party in the Department of Revenue was trying to increase their child support. So generally, when you're starting a case, you'll get a proposed amount when you're dealing with the Department of Revenue. So their proposed amounts were significantly high. So in one instance, one party was required to pay $1,126. That was the proposed amount. So $939 was the prospective amount, meaning what they would pay moving forward. And then they would pay an additional $187 a month for retroactive child support. So when I was able to look through the proposal, I was able to find things that could be contested at a hearing. Again, this person contacted me within the timelines, because again, you have to know the timelines, you have to know the deadlines to respond, you have to know how to respond. So we were able to respond, and we were able to, instead of him paying $1,126, he paid $550. This is a 48% decrease from what he would have paid if he did not seek counsel. Okay, this 48%. Okay, 48%. So in 3 months at $1,126, he could have paid for a full-blown case. So it costs not to reach out to a lawyer and get some type of advice, okay? The second case I have is a case where the opposing party wanted an increase. The Department of Revenue thought that his child support should go up to $646. He was currently paying about $250. And this case is different because he has time sharing, which he has a lower obligation due to having significant time sharing. He was ordered to pay at the time his case was resolved about $250. Based on a significant increase in his income, the department felt like he should be paying about $650, or $646 to be exact. When we went to court, we responded. There were other significant legal issues that were at play in his case. Once we went to court and had a final hearing, he only ended up paying $350. So only a $100 increase versus a $300 increase, okay? And again, they reached out because they don't know what they don't know, okay? And they didn't know what they didn't know. So you reach out just to receive the information. A lot of times the information is free if you're having a free consult. Sometimes if you want a more advanced strategy session or advanced legal advice, you may have to pay for a consultation. As always, you're going to get what you pay for. So reach out. That is my advice today, is to reach out to a lawyer, seek counsel. Do not go through these cases alone, because you don't know what you don't know. And I'm going to put that in your head. You don't know how to navigate. You don't know how to negotiate. You can't negotiate a good deal if you don't know what's good. You don't know what the standard is, okay? You don't know what the deadlines are to respond. You don't know how you going through the process alone could potentially negatively impact your case, okay? Now, some people aren't required to have counsel, you know, and I'll be the first to tell you, hey, I can't help you, or you would be wasting your money, or nothing can be done in your situation. Or unfortunately, because you did not, you know, reach out within the timelines, or you ignored documentation that you received in the mail, you're outside of the broad range of options, and maybe your options are now limited, okay? So again, to understand your rights and your obligations, to navigate the legal processes, to know what the deadlines are, to know the result of delays in your cases, and also to help you advocate for your position. And one of the biggest things is evidence. Sometimes you think your evidence can be used in court, but a lawyer knows the rules of evidence, and maybe you think you have a stronger position than you actually do because your evidence can't be used in court. So again, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be back talking about more tips when it comes to the family law process or the child support process. If you have any questions or things you want me to discuss, you can comment here or go to freegamefriday.com and submit your questions there. I will see you guys again tomorrow, and don't forget to share this out. Bye.